Folks, we're back. Oh my God, who is that behind me? That is Van Jones. You can't even get out of the way for that. Let me get out of the way for that. That is Van Jones and Allison Cooper. And,
it looks like you got a buckshot.
well, wait a minute. I have a picture that I want you. Go to my card. Stay right there, folks. Don't go anywhere. We're not doing anything. I promise we're not doing anything. Go to my card. Don't leave. And I want to tell Cole something that I don't want you to hear. It's a secret behind the card, and then we'll come back. Okay, we're back because it's something. I was looking at this picture of Anderson Cooper and Van Jones, and I was trying to think. You ever see now Anderson Cooper? If I'm wrong, text me 706-889-9700, chief@fetyournews.com. But my understanding is Anderson Cooper is gay. That's my understanding. Okay, he's part of the community. Why the hell do we not have any community? But they got a community, all right? The LGBTQ, okay? Q, you got to say it that way. So my understanding is Cooper is part of the community. And then Van Jones, he's a real lefty. I'm trying to figure out. So I'm thinking if you take a gay white man and an angry black man, an angry Democrat black man, a black, and you put them together like that baby thing. If they had a baby, what would it look like? You know what I'm saying, Cole?
Yeah.
Wonder what that would look like if they had a baby. Let me see. Push them together, Cole, and see what it would look like if the two of them had a baby. Cory Booker! I got it! The light-skinned brother from New Jersey. That's it. Yes, that is great. Cory Booker. So you have a rumored to be gay man, rumored to be gay man. You got to say it that way. Rumored to be gay man, black, African-American, New Jersey Senator Cory Booker. So get him. I was just wondering. Cory Booker went and, he gave his great comments yesterday concerning how racist Jeff Sessions. Get Cory Booker off there. Anyhow, yesterday Donald Trump did fake news. Okay, fake news. He had a press conference, and he took CNN. CNN jumped on board. BuzzFeed, BuzzFeed, what the hell? What the hell is a BuzzFeed? But CNN, they're really out there wanting to be one of the major networks. So go ahead and throw up the Donald Trump. Let me get that ready here. Go ahead. Do you have that ready?
I'm getting it ready.
Now, this is about 1:32. Donald Trump is going to talk about the what was released. And then a CNN reporter is going to attempt to ask a question. Be quiet. Go ahead, Cole. If that's ready, let's do it.
All right,
let's go. And fake and never happened got released to the public. As far as BuzzFeed, which is a failing pile of garbage, writing it, I think they're going to suffer the consequences. They already are. And as far as CNN, going out of their way to build it up. And by the way, we just found out I was coming down. Michael Cohen is a very talented lawyer. He's a good lawyer in my firm. It was just reported that it wasn't this Michael Cohen they were talking about. So all night long, it's Michael Cohen. I said, I want to see your passport. He brings his passport to my office. I say, hey, wait a minute. He didn't leave the country. He wasn't out of the country. Then Michael Cohen of the Trump Organization was in Prague. It turned out to be a different Michael Cohen. Sure. It's a disgrace what took place. It's a disgrace. And I think they ought to apologize to start with Michael Cohen.
Sir, since you're attacking us, can you give us a question? Mr. President-elect.
Go ahead.
Mr. President-elect, since you are attacking our news organization, can you give us a chance?
Your organization.
You are attacking our news organization. Can you give us a chance to ask a question, sir?
Go ahead.
Sir, can you state,
Quiet.
Mr. President-elect,
Go ahead.
can you state
She's asking
categorically,
a question.
Mr.
Don't be
President-elect, can you give us a question?
be
You're
rude.
attacking us. Can you give us a question?
Don't be rude.
Can you
No,
give
I'm
us a
not gonna give you
question?
I'm not going to give you a
can
question.
Can you state categorically?
You are fake news.
Sir,
Go ahead.
can you state categorically that nobody... No, Mr. President-elect, that's not
Go ahead.
appropriate.
Do you think President Obama went too far with the sanctions he put on Russia after the sanctions he put on Russia?
Well,
No. No. Fake news alert. No, 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 no. You're not going to get a question.
Quiet.
No. Quiet, quiet, quiet. Zip it, zip it, zip it, zip it. Zip it, zip it. Zip it. No, 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 no. Don't be rude. Don't be rude.
I've seen that on a movie somewhere.
You know where you've seen that on a movie somewhere.
I have. I can't think of it.
Okay, after the break, I will show you where you have seen that on the movie. The fake news, CNN. No, you're not getting a question. You're not getting a question. Now, I want to say this before I move on from this subject. If you are out there, write this down today, 1/12/2017, 8:32. If you are out there and you are wondering if Jeff Sessions is sitting over getting talked to the way he is by Cory Booker, by the rest of them over there, Al Franken, that actually they took this report over there to him, BuzzFeed, the whack jobs over there. If you think Jeff Sessions is sitting over there listening to that, and they are doing this to Donald Trump, and you think that they're CNN, the Clinton News Network, and what Donald Trump just had the nerve to do and call out the media. See, he's real. They don't know how to deal with that. If you think for 1 minute that he's afraid of, after things settle down in the White House and you can't help but to be happy because everybody's working, that he won't prosecute Hillary Clinton, you've made a major mistake. If you think the man that just looked at CNN, stood in front of everybody, and handled that press conference like you would not believe, just said, hey, here you go, here's the answers, this is what you're getting. No, you're not, no, you don't get a question. You do not get a question. This is not Obama. This is not Bill Clinton. This is not the Republicans that are begging the media to like me. I'm Donald Trump. And you jumped on board. So here's what happens. If you think he will not prosecute or allow the prosecution of Hillary Clinton to go forward, or he will not follow through on some things, you better watch that press conference again and see that man has the nerve. Look at the facial expressions. I'm telling you. Very. Now, he has his attorney come up. His attorney breaks down that he's going to give the business to the Don. He's going with the Don and Eric, which means Ivanka and Jared will remove themselves. They're going to do all the legal paperwork. He's going to do it legally. He does not have to. He does not have to put it into a blind trust. The attorney, it's there in black and white, is going to lay everything out so there's no conflict of interest. And it's real simple. When Donald Trump gets back in 8 years, he'll either say, you're fired, you did a great job, or you're fired. I mean, come on, folks. They can't handle the way a capitalist mindset works. It does not work in their world. It does not work for Anderson Cooper. It does not work for Van Jones. It does not work for Cory Booker. It's not their world. It's our world, but they think they don't want to live in our world. All right, moving on. One thing I want to note with Donald Trump, do you ever stop to realize that he says in 8 years all the time? I love a winning attitude. I like optimism. You know, there's the ones that say, you know what, we're going to work on these 4 years and then we'll go from there. Donald Trump's letting you know he's there for 8 years. He's determined he's going to be there for 8 years, and it's going to take a nice 8 years to get this thing on the right track. So there you go. But calls him out, no. All right, bottom line, No, you're absolutely not. Now, show me your passport. Bring it to me. Michael Cohen, bring me your Donald Trump said, hey, this found out, said Michael Cohen, his attorney was in Prague. He's like, calling, get in here. Bring me your passport. Bring it to me now. You better not have been in Prague. You know, he wants an apology. Would Clapper, with the intel, why are they trying to start all these problems? I'm going to say I don't know right off, but we'll look into that a little closer. Okay, I've already given you advice, Mr. Trump. Do not ride in a convertible in Dallas. Please do not go to Dallas and ride in a convertible. Who paid for this report? I want to know who paid for this report. They get the spy and they get this information. They got to turn over something, all right? Hey, what do you got for me? Well, you know, I heard some whores leaked on a bed. Write that down. I didn't say that. Oh, all right, let's not disrespect the whores. Prostitutes, employed a number of prostitutes to perform whatever. It's in a report. CNN went with it. It's disgusting, absolutely disgusting. But then again, who hasn't, went to the Ritz-Carlton and hired a couple hookers? I haven't. No, that's a bad joke. I haven't. No, I haven't. No, that's a bad joke. But then again, all right. Let's just look at some things that are getting ready to happen here. The inauguration, folks, it is 1:12. Please just hang on. There will be the morning worship center. There's the procession to the Capitol. There's the vice president swearing in. There's the president swearing in. There's the inaugural address that the president will give. And here's what you've been waiting for 8 years. Then there's the departure of the outgoing president. And then there's the inaugural luncheon. So we got the departure of the outgoing president. I know you've been waiting on that. You can look down through there. The only sad thing is I'm wondering how Obama's going to leave, because there's nothing I enjoy anymore as far as why I like the transfer of power, no matter who it is, and watching the president go over and get on Marine One. You follow him over. Now, Bill Clinton's the one that made sure that all the news networks made sure when Bill Clinton left that they cut away from George W. Bush and the Republicans, and they put more emphasis. Remember when George W. Bush left, became president, Bill Clinton, they put more emphasis on Hillary and Bill leaving, okay, than they did on George W. Bush being sworn in as the president. So Marine One will usually, you watch them leave in Marine One and they wave and they're gone, all right? Boom, out of here. Sadly enough, I don't think Marine One will be leaving, and I'm concerned that Obama's going to create his own parade in Washington, D.C. over to the new house. So, I don't know. I'd like for you to look that up. Send me an email, chief@fetchernews.com, 706-889-9700. He is, text me. He is leaving Washington, D.C. for Washington, D.C. So he's not, because, Stasha and Malia want to finish school. Because they're not well enough adjusted to finish school in Chicago, where could be a drive-by. A brother could get shot, okay, in Chicago. So they're not well adjusted there. And, there are millions and millions of dollars of vacations around the world, and they vacationing in Hawaii and Martha's Vineyard. They want to finish school with their friends, and the oldest one wants to continue. All right, I'm going to take a break, but here's the bottom line. The oldest one's, pot dealer is in D.C. He's got the best stuff, right? You've seen the pictures. Don't look at me like you don't know. The oldest one smoking a joint, the oldest girl. Come on, it's all over the internet, all right? So it's not like you can't get some weed in Colorado. Take me to break. I'll be right back. We're going to talk about little Marco Rubio when we return. Rex Tillerson, and how Marco Rubio tried to get Rex Tillerson to say some things. And what about Sam Nunn yesterday? What's your take on that? Cybersecurity. We won't forget to talk about cybersecurity. I want to talk about that. Cole, take us to break. I'm enjoying myself today, Cole. Really enjoying myself.